Hi. Hi. Elle here. I think I need a drink. Hold on. I just got off two interesting calls. One with an athletic coach who took my course a while back, and we did a little renewal as they're now coaching. So it's a former athlete that I had coached who's now coaching themselves as a coach themselves. And I got to just work with a horn student at the University of Michigan. And it was just so cool to have an amazing conversation with them. So it's been a rather banner month for Pressure Free. For those of you who don't know, I'm an author and a speaker. I train not just individuals, but I also train teams, works teams, athletic teams, teams of any size. I've spoken at huge conferences, hundreds of people. I don't think thousands yet, hundreds of people in the same room. I've done work on campuses, so I've worked with a nursing program where I coached the faculty as well as the students. And just so many different kinds of people have come to learn Pressure Free. And in the last couple weeks alone, I worked with the Horn Studio at Michigan. I worked with a multi-billion-dollar company to work with their business development team. Because with COVID, it's interesting, we have new stressors. So if you work from home, if you're having to do things differently than you're used to, even though the months, in fact, I think it's kind of like dragging on for people. So there are new stressors on top of the stressors that many of us have in general. So that was really cool to work with that business development team. And then I also worked with one of my clients. She's a weight loss coach, and I worked with her team. So her clients and her team. So that was kind of cool too. So what do I do with these teams? I usually do a 60 or 90-minute intro session to the pressure-free method. And during that session, I get us all on the same page as far as language, because there's a lot of confusing language about stress. So the first thing I do is really get us all on the same page with the language. And then I teach them the 3 steps to the pressure-free method. And depending on how much time we have together, I share a variety of tools, usually the top tools in my tool belt to help them stop the release of stress hormones and get out of the stress cycle. So Stacy says, "Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. I haven't seen you in a while. It's so nice to see you here." And there's another thing I've done. I've spoken at retreats. So if you are a coach yourself, or you put together events and you're looking for something unique to come in as a package of that event, I love doing that. Another cool benefit of speaking at a conference or convention or event like that is that if I'm early in the morning, I share tips and tools with your audience that allow them to learn better. So that you have more that you take away. Because you go to these conferences and you listen to something online, and how much do you really remember? I saw a study once, it's like at the end, you're lucky to remember about 10%, but then within an hour, it just drops precipitously, and the whole next day, you remember very little. So I teach you things to help you really remember more, have a stronger memory of what's happening. Because if you're going to a conference or a retreat, you might have a little bit of anxiety, travel anxiety, social anxiety if you're meeting new people. There's you don't know what food's going to be there. There's like all these little things that can cause a little bit of anxiety. So I really love when I can be of help there. And Stacy says, "I love the Ferris wheel technique." Oh, thank you so much. It took me a while to come up with that idea, the Ferris wheel, but because it's a 3-pronged approach to breaking the stress cycle, it really works. And if you haven't learned about the Ferris wheel yet, just go ahead and send me a private message. You need to know about the Ferris wheel. And thank you, Stacy. So nice to have you with me. So yeah, it's fascinating when you can dig in and break the stress cycle. It's going to take some time. One thing I am offering now that I never really offered before to very many people. I did to a few select people, like high-level managers of companies, CEOs, but I'm now offering it in general. I'm offering a 12-month pressure-free program. I already have that in the form of a subscription course, so you can just dive right into the subscription course at $97 a month, and you get an amazing amount of things. And so, oh, Pam's on here too. Thank you for recommending me. I can't wait for my book to be on Amazon, and that will help too. So 12 months. Why 12 months? Is because every season there are different stressors. We're starting to head into fall, and now we've got like COVID fall. We've never been in a COVID fall before. And then we'll move into the holidays. Usually those are times when people do start to really have some illness come along. And so helping people through all the seasons, at least for one cycle of all the seasons, is really critical with Pressure Free. I forget sometimes because I'm immersed in it. I'm coaching it day after day after day with many different people. So I'm so immersed in it. And I realize that people really need to work with me longer than what I was doing. So I'm stepping up. Oh, and someone's giving me love for that. Thank you, Stacy. Everyone needs that Ferris wheel. You really do. And so many. There's over 40 tools when you work privately with me. I teach you over 40 tools and have many different courses. And what are your stressors? Like perhaps you have a relationship stress going on right now, or maybe it is a financial stress going on right now. So we have different stressors. When we work 12 months together, we get to really dig in and fix what's going on with those stressors. So that's exciting me too. So I'm happy to launch that. I sort of started to launch it this month, but certainly October it's going to be officially launched. That I do have this 12-month program for people now. So, late taxes. Late taxes is definitely a stressor for people. Right now, I just saw some amazing, well, it wasn't amazing, it was kind of sad, statistics in the Wall Street about people's financial stress and the percentages of people really in tough situations right now. So there's a lot that you can do about financial stress so that it doesn't ruin your relationship, so that it doesn't, hurt you. Your health is your first wealth. I'm going to say that again. It was Emerson who said it, not me, but your health is your first wealth. Like when you can step into really having a beautiful body and mind that isn't triggered by stress hormones, you're out of the stress cycle, you're going to think more clearly to help you with your problems. You're going to get to solution faster. So that is one of the promises of my program, is that we need to get to solution faster because we waste a lot of time. I overheard something the other day and it brought to mind that a lot of times people are in a meeting, and listen carefully. Some people have to repeat themselves over and over and over again because no one's really listening. We can't hear when we're in fight or flight. Our hearing shuts down and our ability to see shuts down somewhat. They change. And so you're alert for things that are alarming, but you're not really taking in the information very well, which is why sometimes we have to repeat ourselves over and over, or you feel like the person's eyes are glazed over. So it's kind of wild, but I'm excited to help. I mean, it's just incredible when I work with someone and see, if I haven't talked for them in a while, and then I talk to them and see what's really happening for them. Oh my gosh, it just blows my mind. How their life has moved in an amazing direction because they started using this method, mastering it. I guess that's what I'm really into now. I want to help people master this method. Stay out of the stress cycle so your body and mind can work well for you. So you don't build all that stress fat, so you don't hurt your heart. And you don't hurt your heart in two ways. You don't hurt it physically by the stress, by the high blood pressure and by the fat lodging in your arteries, but you also, and Stacy asks some great, wow, that makes sense. Oh, is the 12-month $97 a month? So my subscription course is $97 a month. Yes, that's a very, very easy one. And then working with me privately, that's a different price. And I build the price based on customize it to what you need. So the 12-month $97 a month, that is my subscription, and it's very fun. It comes out to every single day, and then every week you get a training from one of my online courses. So you can really I love to not pressure people so that you can access it on any day of the week, and you can watch just one of the videos or two, or you have access, and it's all brought right to you in your email. So yeah, so I'll put a link down below here if you're interested in that, and if you want to have a conversation with me, that's the best way to see what program is best for you. The fast track is definitely one I can customize for you, but my programs are pretty power packed, my online programs, so you'll learn a ton there. So thank you, Stacy, so much for bringing that up. And I just really encourage everybody to also, if you have a team, if you have a work team, if you have any sort of group and you would like Pressure Free to be a part of that group, and just private message me and let's have a conversation so that we've got to help people. Seriously, we've got to help people. Our mental health professionals are overburdened and they don't have room, and they're turning people away. So if you know people who need help, Pressure Free can be one of those things that can get the anxiety out anyway. Let's remove the anxiety and the stress, and then those deeper things, the problems, can be helped with too. And Stacey says she's heard my programs are amazing. Thank you so much. I miss you. We had a really great time when we were all together. I can't wait till we can all fly around the country again and all be together again, because I really kind of miss, from multiple people. Stacy, we do know quite a few friends. That's so cool. Well, thank you so much for being with me. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.